Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to do what if Indonesia made an empire. So first, they will go to war with Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei. There. So the first thing they do is attack on, yeah, they attack from here. Forgot what the island is called. Push up from both the eastern part of the island and also the western part to try to eliminate Malaysia's presence on the island. What they do is, and then they move closer to Brunei, as well as being to push up from the entire border they have with Malaysia. So eventually they managed to completely occupy Brunei and this part of Malaysia. They have landed and occupied Singapore and are making their way up through mainland Malaysia, as well as taking over their islands. They are slowly making progress, getting up north, and eventually manage to completely landlock the country. So they decide to surrender. Singapore will Indonesia will completely annex all three countries, so as to have their land. Simply, that's just how it is. Now, after they have successfully incorporated the three countries, they are going to go to war with Indonesia, the Philippines. I am a little forgetful today, so excuse that. So after this, they begin their campaign. They land on these islands to land on the main island, as well as make their way through this island to get up to the northern island as well. They, after landed in the northern island, they get stopped, but continues making progress in the southern island, quickly moving north to capture more islands. And after they have taken over majority of the more southern islands, the bigger southern island is has run out of supply, so they begin pushing in, completely occupying it. Then they begin taking over the remaining smaller islands before continuing their attack up north. After they have taken the capital, the Philippines decides to surrender. They completely annex the Philippines. Every single island it owned is now Indonesian. After that, they decide to go to war with Thailand. They begin moving up from where Malaysia previously had a border with Thailand, quickly advancing till they get stopped at this very thin area here. They decide to do a naval invasion and land here, beginning to move upward, northward towards Bangkok, but they have been, and they were successful in capturing it, as well as surrounding the forces down here. After they eliminate those, they begin pushing up north to occupy the entirety of Thailand, which refuses to surrender. And while they are doing that, they are also preparing an invasion against Cambodia. So, while preparing, they continue pushing in on and occupying the lands of Thailand until they finally surrender. They completely annex Thailand as well, and then declare war on Cambodia. They they began pushing from their entire border, moving in, also making their way down to the coast and doing a naval invasion to completely secure the coast. After that, they just continue moving in to try have them surrender. After months of warring here in Cambodia as well, they finally managed to make a breakthrough and completely occupy the country. To that, they fully annex Cambodia, and after that, they decide to go to war with Laos. So they begin pushing up from the south, which is because that's where the majority of their army is, while moving more troops up north. Their troops have reached up in the northern regions, beginning to push in there as well. And then while they continue pushing from down south, suddenly Laos is getting absolutely destroyed, having no way of winning. They decide to just keep on fighting until they are completely occupied, to see if they can weaken them at all. But eventually they are completely annexed. After they have been incorporated into Indonesia, Indonesia decides to go to war with Vietnam. There. They move in to take the southern coast, as well as cutting the nation in half. Then they also move in the north to quickly eliminate them as fast as possible. After they have eliminated their border with China, they begin moving in from the west via their entire northern border, completely occupying the northern regions of Vietnam. After that, they begin pushing down south, as well as cutting the nation again and completely occupying that area there. They also begin pushing up north from the first area they landed in, for they eventually completely occupied Vietnam. Then they will completely annex Vietnam as well. So after they have fully incorporated Vietnam into their nation, they decide to take a break from warring, and so that I can end the video. And this is what if Indonesia made an empire. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.